오늘이 마지막 날입니다. 너무 아쉬운 것 같아요.
So everyone, today's a lost day and I feel a little bit sad about that.
눈물은 나지 않네요.
But no tears coming down.
아. 그래서 여러분들.
Park Jimin, the rock star he is. I mean, who even moved like this? Like, seriously, I am still stuck on El Paso Day 2 because something about that night just felt different, and if you were there, you know exactly what I mean. It was not just another concert. It felt like a moment that was happening once and would never be the same again. In Jimin, he was at the center of it in the most effortless way. From the second he stepped on stage, there was this shift. Not loud, not dramatic, just something you feel in your chest. He looked so soft at first, smiling that small, gentle smile, waving at ARMY like he was seeing old friends again. But then the music starts, and it is like a switch flips. That softness does not go away. It just turns into something powerful. And that is what makes him so special, the way he can be both at the same time. Warm and gentle, but also completely electric. The way he moves. It is actually insane. Like, you watch him and you realize he is not just dancing, he is feeling every single beat. Especially during the upbeat songs, he just loses himself in the best way. There is no holding back, no hesitation. He just goes all out like the stage is the only place that exists. His energy spreads so fast too. You can literally see the crowd react to him in real time. And when came on, yeah, that was something else. The energy shot up instantly and Jimin just went crazy with it. His movements were sharp, wild, completely free, like he was riding the music instead of following it. There was this raw, rock star vibe to him, like he was not thinking anymore, just living in the moment. You could see it in his expressions too, the way his eyes changed, the way his whole presence became bigger. It was like he was not just performing the song, he became part of it. Every step hit harder. Every move had more intensity, and yet it still looked effortless, like it was just flowing out of him naturally. And then there is Best of Me, and somehow it felt even more personal. He was smiling so much, running across the stage, interacting with ARMY, making eye contact, reaching out like he wanted to connect with everyone there. You could tell he was not just performing, he was sharing something. There were moments where he would pause just for a second, look out at the crowd, and smile in that soft way again. Those small pauses felt so meaningful, like he was taking everything in and saving it somewhere in his heart. One of my favorite things, though, was watching him with Jungkook. There is something so natural about them together, like they do not even have to try. They kept playing around, getting close, laughing, matching each other's energy without even thinking about it. There were moments where they would just look at each other, and you could tell they were having fun, like genuinely enjoying being there together. Jimin would dance a little extra, Jungkook would match it, and suddenly it turns into this playful back and forth that makes the whole stage feel alive. Sometimes they would get so into it that it felt like they forgot about everything else, just two people enjoying the music and the moment together. And that connection, it spreads. You could feel it in the crowd, how everyone reacted, how the energy kept building. It was not just about watching them, it felt like being part of something throughout the whole night. Jimin kept giving everything, not just in the big moments, but in the small ones too. The way he would look out at the crowd, the way he would react to our cheers, the way he would smile like he could not believe what he was seeing. It never felt fake or repeated. It always felt like he was experiencing it right there with us. There was this sincerity in everything he did. Even when he was just standing still, catching his breath, you could see how present he was. Like he was not rushing through anything. He was really living each second. And knowing it was their last night in El Paso, you could feel that too. There was this mix of happiness and something a little emotional underneath it. Like he was trying to hold on to the moment as much as we were. Towards the end, when everything started slowing down, that is when you really saw his heart. He took out his phone and started recording the crowd, slowly turning around to capture everything. The lights, the people, the voices, all of it. And the way he was looking at the screen, then back at us, smiling so softly, it just felt so genuine. He was not rushing it either. He took his time, making sure to capture every side, every section, like he did not want to miss anything. And every time he looked up from his phone, his expression was so warm, almost emotional, in a quiet way. Like he was not doing it because he had to. He was doing it because he wanted to remember us. And later, when he posted it, it just made everything hit even more, because it showed that those moments meant something to him too. It was not just a performance he would move on from, it was a memory he wanted to keep. And that is something that stays with you, knowing that the person you were cheering for, the person on that huge stage, is also looking back at you with the same kind of appreciation. That is who Jimin is, though. He gives everything on stage like a true rock star, losing himself in the music, pushing his energy to the limit, making every performance unforgettable. But at the same time, he is so warm, so thoughtful, so present with the people in front of him. He has this way of making a huge stadium feel small, like you are part of something personal. Like even in a crowd of thousands, there is still a connection. And maybe that is why this night felt so special, because it was not just about the performance, it was about the feeling he created, the way he made people smile, the way he made people feel seen, the way he turned a concert into a memory that stays. Even after it ended, it did not feel over. It felt like something that lingers, something you keep thinking about without even realizing it. Park Jimin really is that rock star. But more than that, he is someone who turns moments into something meaningful without even trying. He is the loveliest soul,